What it do, baby? Welcome to Vegeta Secret Rare. Thank you guys for liking, watching, and subscribing. Special guest, the OG. He needs no motherfucking introduction. Everybody knows who he is. He's one of the best. He tops every tournament he's in. Frank motherfucking Castle right here in the house. And then right here under me, we got Chesco, the OG. He is, look, he is in Team Hermit style. But he's an honorary member. Honorary member of Vegeta Secret Rare. Say what's up, bro.
Love VSA. What's up? Giancarlo. Chesco is kind of like a nickname some people call me. But thanks for having me on. You know, I love VSA, man. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm at my mom's house in Virginia. We did all the Christmas stuff we were supposed to do. I'm kind of ready to get back home and get back to normal life, but you know, it's cool.
What about you, Josh? Happy birthday to Jesus. Merry Christmas to you. Like the ugly sweater. Say what's up to everybody.
What's going on? Barbara in the house. You know, just hanging out with the VSA boys. We saw that dirty card pop out today. I'm wearing my Grinch shirt for you, Frank, because you were the one that
I was a Grinch today, and I feel so bad. So real quick, I'm gonna go right to it. I'm gonna escape out of this call. I'm gonna go right, and I'm just gonna read it to y'all because a lot of y'all can't read. And as you can see, it's beautiful art. And then I'm gonna go one at a time. We're all gonna share our thoughts on it. So it's an 8-drop, 4 specified red, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, Unbridled Power, Dual Attack, Sparking 25. It's obviously an Ultimate Secret Rare. It has Deflect, which is huge, Triple Strike. And activate main for 4 red. You play this card from your hand, and you may have one of your opponent's leader cards get -5 for the turn. Another activate main is remove this card from the game, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and innocent cards, ignoring barrier, place them in their owner's drop area, then place 1 card from your opponent's life in their drop area. So like obviously off the rip, as you guys can see here, it's a lovely card. It's maybe one of my favorite arts in the whole game. But I'm gonna go to our guest first, Chesco. Are you gonna tell us what you think off the rip? We're gonna hand it off to you first, and you tell us your thoughts on the card. Yeah, because you're a red player, right? I'm pretty sure you're a red player.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of dart around. I like to be versatile, but yeah, I mean, I played a lot of red. Yeah, I think the card's amazing, bro. Like I don't know what more you want a card to do. I think specifically it is best in the deck it was designed for, the UI Goku deck. I think that deck is always going to have this secret rare, which is what's gonna make it a threat, right? So if you look at that leader, it mills. I'm just gonna say it mills 3, discards 1, right? You're gonna mill like 30 cards with that deck, which means, and then not only that, but the leader says once per game add a U7 from your drop to your hand. So 9 games out of 10, you're gonna mill your secret rare. You're milling 30 cards in your deck. You're probably gonna mill your secret rare, right? So you're gonna have access to this like 90% of all games. So like always having access to your secret rare is huge. I don't see how this card doesn't just win the game when you play it. It's a really good card. And then also like not only that, but like that game where you actually naturally draw it, you're not gonna play this on 4, like in all honesty, right? You might save your awaken, so you play this on 4, awaken with your leader, use his effect, attack, pop it off. The next turn you can just add it back to your hand and play it again, which is pretty insane in my opinion. Like realistically you're gonna play this on 5, leave an energy up because you don't want to die. And then again though, like it's gonna be very hard for your opponent to survive when you play this card. Like it's just even if they final flash it, it's still a 40k dual attacker, which is really that's a lot of in itself. That's good pressure. Like 40k dual attack is 2 damage. You're not out comboing 40k twice. It's just not happening. So and then he burns a life, which I really like the Yamcha deck. So just like little fun interaction. This is the new secret rare for Yamcha. Because you can just summon him, pop it off, he burns 1, Yamcha burns 1. It's not interactable, 2 damage. Pretty cool. Not like broken, obviously. It's just a little fun deck I take to locals. I don't know. I think the card's amazing. I don't know what else people want. We've had a problem in the communities, not we, but the communities had a problem where every time a secret rare is released, people just automatically say it's bad. We saw that with like people said Baby Hatch was bad, which is stupid. People said Supreme Kai of Time was bad, stupid. I saw people say Pan was bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you, like, you're dumb. Like,
I remember that. Yeah, that's funny.
I know, like, the card was just revealed today. I know you didn't test it. So, there's no way you can know if the card was bad. The UI Goku deck might not be broken. Like Frank, you did say earlier the deck looks fair, which is actually pretty true. The deck does look very fair. I want to be biased. Like, I want the deck to be good because I like playing red. It has all the, I already have all the red cards that are staples. Like, we're gonna play Wolfang Fist and Yamcha in the deck, Violent Rays, blah blah blah. Any red card you're gonna play, I already have, right? So I want the deck to be good. Obviously, we need to do testing. I haven't done any testing with the deck because it's the holiday season. So moving forward, we're just gonna have to test to see if the deck is worth playing or not. But this Secret Rare is amazing. It also is not leader locked. It costs 4 red energy.
Right.
Played in any red deck. It's insane.
That's a good point. That's actually a lot of good points. I want to do one thing. The loop doesn't work because when you pop him, he gets removed from the game. But you're absolutely right. So,
right.
But that's not like a. You have to have a good point. Josh, go ahead. What do you got, big dog? Well, you. By the way, Josh, you do actually play red religiously. I think you know what. Red's my favorite color too. But I do play it more, actually.
It's truly a Merry Christmas for me personally as a red player. I woke up this morning. I didn't expect to see a Secret Rare. When I saw that it was red, when I saw that it had Deflect. Deflect was the key thing that told me this card is really good. Because no matter what, even if, like Giancarlo said, you Final Flash, yeah, like, it's still got Deflect. So, like, it's hitting the board and it is staying there, no matter what. I've already tossed in my mind about all the outs to the card, and yeah, there's a bunch of outs to it, but like, they have to have the answer. And in red, I've been playing red for a long time now. The way I see red, it's like we build up such an aggression that they have to stop everything else before that card anyways. So they're going to be stopping, like for example, I play King Piccolo. They're going to be stopping all my onslaught of King Piccolo. Could you imagine if just like turn 5, I survived everything still, and I just dropped that thing and I have an energy open?
Yeah.
So, like, I've been thinking about putting this in. I do want to get testing on the UI Goku deck because I think they saved the best red deck for last. UI Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, they're all kind of similar, but I think Goku's going to be the one that consistently does everything best. Will it be snapped? I hope so. But like Giancarlo said, we're going to have to test and find out. So this week I plan on getting in the lab. I plan on building the deck a few different ways and seeing what it can do. But overall, man, what more do you want from a red SCR? It's 4 energy, which is perfectly fine because you're killing on turn 4 or 5 anyways. If you know your red, you know your windows.
Right.
Deflect, triple strike. If you got the sparking, which is going to only apply for some decks, but it's still dual attack, like there's just a lot of things the card does. And then on top of it, when you remove it, it does what Vegeta does best. He fucking kills everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, literally, that's like the coolest part about the card to me personally, because it's so just like, this is a cool Vegeta card. He's going to hit the field. He's going to do a crazy amount of onslaught. And then when he leaves, he's going to kill everything. Literally, Unison, every card ignoring barrier. The fact that it negs the leader, that's like a Sensu being effect. Like, I don't think people are seeing the value of this card till they had it played on net.
Yeah.
And like Giancarlo was saying, like in the U7 Goku deck specifically, you're gonna see it probably every single game. They also have, extra cards that can just recur things too, so you're gonna be able to use it in all the U7 decks as well.
Right. So, okay, so here's something wrong with the entire community. And it's something I did today, and Chesko brought it up. Where when we see a new Secret Rare, and we just immediately judge it. Now, I have been like half and half on it. Like when I first saw it, and I saw that it cost 4, I'm like, this is garbage. Like, why the fuck would I play that? And I'm still to the point where red, I'm sorry, if this was a green leader, if there was a green SCR, it'd be so much better. It makes so much sense for green to have a SCR that costs 4 energy, maybe blue. It reminded me of PyCon when I saw it. I was like, why the fuck am I paying 4? Why would I play this over Pan, was my thoughts. Why would I play it over Kai? Why would I play... The last set that just came out, every Secret Rare I thought was really good. Because at least they're really cheap. Like, at their lowest point, those Secret Rares are like free multicolor combo. Or like... what do? They get played for 2 energy, and like they're snapped. Like dual attack, double strike, whatever. Like, and you know what nobody talks about? How broken the Crimson Saiyans are. Like that SCR is awesome. Like if you forget being
that card is fucking snap, bro.
Yeah, that card is so nuts.
Like, I've been playing Green Yellow Icarus literally just because that card exists. That and then like the Turles Arrival, the new one.
Yeah,
bro. Evil Saiyans is fucking ridiculous. I win the game 100% of the time I play that card.
Yeah, and I'm like But I like them also because they're cheap. And I think somewhere along the way, from set 1 to set 16, I've grown maybe a good habit sometimes, or maybe a bad habit, that I have this knee-jerk reaction that I see something that costs too much, and it's specifically in red, because in red, I want everything free, or 1.
Yeah.
So, like, when I look at Travis Washburn playing the red Vegeta deck, I'm just like, everything in his deck costs 1.
Yeah.
And and I see it in great players. I see it, Chesko does it. And I remember back in the day, Matthew Coombs made an article about why Storm is so good. It's because, like, every fucking card...
The energy conversion rate.
Yeah,
I still
it's
use
insane.
that. I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Matthew Combs' energy conversion rate ratio, like, he made a chart.
Yeah.
I literally still use that when I build decks. That was one of the best articles I've ever read for this card game.
100%. And you know what the thing is? I'm not saying Vegeta's bad. That is insane. Like, what he does is unstoppable. Like, I can't think of any cards in this game that can touch him. I think that UI Goku, the Unstoppable, is like the only card. I'm not sure. I think.
Very scary.
Which one?
The Black Kinegate.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of...
There's plenty... The thing is, there's plenty of outs, but that literally just doesn't matter.
Right.
Like,
every card is an out. Yes, of course. So,
like, if you boil the game down... You guys ever play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
No.
So there's a card called Solemn Judgment. It says negate literally everything. But, like, that card has always existed. I think it came out in the second pack in, like, 2000. Just because, like, that card exists, you can negate everything in the entire game. There's still broken-ass cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, when you boil the game down to its most simple point of play one card, any card can... You could convince anyone that a card is bad, right? But, like, you gotta think, like, we're playing an entire fucking game of Dragon Ball. We are battling resources. We are, like, doing energy conversion. Like, I'm trying to, like, out-tempo you by, like, making you tap more energy for your cards. That's, like, a real thing, right? Like, we're playing 5 turns of Dragon Ball. 4 or 5 turns, realistically. So, like, it's never gonna be as simple as play Vegeta, lose the game. You know what I mean? Or if it is, like, you're good. We're all good players, right? If I know if my opponent has 2 yellow energy up and I'm on 4 energy, okay, I'm not playing Vegeta. Like, simple as that.
Right,
what I will do is I'll play the Goku. The fucking Goku looks at your opponent's hand and discards a card. So I can just take your Final Flash. I can just take your Kinegate.
Yeah.
I could. It's very possible.
Trying to say before this talk, even when we were talking about the red cards before, I said that Goku gives you the playability to play Secret Rares like Frieza Goku because what they have in their hand and what are the odds of them drawing their answer the next turn.
Yeah, and I think that, like, at the end of the day, I struggle with the SCR because I'm like, do I even want to play Goku lead? Because it's incentivizing me to play Goku lead, first of all, and I'm trying to look at the deck, and this could be really wrong, but it reminds me of Helku, where it plays really cool shit, kind of really cheap, but I'm just like, I don't know if I want to play that engine. But the thing is, reds, there's like 2 red staples. There's not a lot of red staples, I don't think. Whereas, like, in Helku, there's like 1 million yellow staples. So if you ever dip your toes in yellow, and, like, for me, this is for me, for example, and, like, I love yellow, and I can't go back to red right now. Because, like, every card in yellow does, like, 3 things and draws a card. And it's just like, and it's to the point where I can't even look at Goku and take him seriously. Where I'm just like, bro, Turles is a card, for example.
We'll say yellow is not surviving the ban list, so that is speculative. I can almost 100% guarantee you POS is going to get banned, and banning that card alone makes yellow way less playable. It's not going to kill it. If I had to guess, they would ban 2 cards. One of them is POSS, and the other one is, like, could be several other things. You know what I mean? But, like, there's no way POSS, Power of a Super Saiyan, that card's not surviving a ban list. So, like, we can move into set 16 knowing that, like, okay, yellow is not that bad. And it's so funny. People I think red has fine matchup against yellow. You have you have Piccolo Unison, and you have Crown of Retribution. The 2 best cards against yellow. Those cards are really strong.
I think that's true, but I think the best thing against yellow is killing them by turn 3. Like kind of kill them before.
It's impossible. You can't.
Well, I'm not as somebody that's done it, but I go to Eddie's local, and you know how he is. That's all he talks about, and he plays Jiren, and I see my friends do it. So I can't speak of something I haven't done myself, but I've seen it. I mean, it's anecdotal, obviously, but I can't tell you. But and I'm not saying I'm not one of those people that think Jiren's a good deck. I'm just saying, like, it's like I do respect it. I respect Gogeta Xeno. I respect. Yeah.
King Piccolo is the best red deck right now. 100%.
I could say that. I mean, hey, actually, that's without argument because it top knots. See, nobody can argue that right now, in my opinion. Like, it got what did it get? Like 12 knots? I forget.
It got top 8 at our nationals. It got second place in Australia's nationals.
And I think it would have done better if Gen Con had that Zamasu been a red of the same.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
King Piccolo, what, 4 times in one game?
Yeah, we did play at Gen Con, and I just you play if I won the die or like at any point, whatever game I go first, you can't play. Like you just can't. Yeah,
it was so bad, and that's why I was so happy to see like Zamasu actually ruled that way now, because red has a chance to survive. Piccolo Unison, I don't think people realize how broken that card still is.
Yeah. It's nuts.
It's great against yellow. Like everything yellow plays is susceptible to either that or Yamcha.
Mm-hmm.
Like the biggest card yellow is the biggest non-secret rare yellow is gonna play is Turles, which is 20k. You can eliminate the threat of Turles by playing Yamcha. They can't kill Yamcha with Turles, so like you just get it doesn't like remove it as a card, but like it removes it as a threat. And then Piccolo literally kills every fucking thing else. So to the point where like I talked to Ernest, the guy who got top 8 with King Piccolo, he played a lot of yellow. Obviously a great player, played the deck very well, but he played a lot of yellow, and you just destroy the shit out of yellow with King Piccolo. It's very easy.
But now, just real quick to get back, I just want to get back to the secret real quick. And it's and real quick, this is the reason why I don't like him that much. It's because I love Pan, I love Kai. I'll take even Lineage, because in my mind, correct or not, okay, you have to understand where I'm coming from. If you cost 4 and my secret rare costs 1, you have to tell me that you're 4 times better. You're 4 times better than my secret rare, and I don't know. I mean, it may fit the deck really well though, which is another argument altogether.
Damage of those cards, Vegeta does everything.
Yeah, I know, and so I'm just talking about the knee-jerk reaction of looking at a secret rare that costs 4 in a color that, when I think of it, wants to win at turn 3 or before.
Yeah.
So we have to look at the way the Goku deck is built.
In an aggro deck, Vegeta will never be correct. In any aggro deck, Vegeta Pan is broken. We know Pan is broken. And in any aggro deck, there's never going to be a better choice than Pan. I guess unless you're blue, because you're playing Hachi deck. But like in a red aggro deck, Pan is like 90% of the time going to be the correct choice.
Yep.
But like this card was very heavily designed with the UI Goku deck in mind. Again, like the leader can grab it out of the drop. You're playing that deck to get to turn 4 and 5. You don't even really want to awaken until turn 4 in that deck. At least I think. King Piccolo could play it because King Piccolo could very easily get to turn 4. And I mean, even Starter Vegeta is not going to play it. No, because you don't want to go to turn 4 and Starter Vegeta. So you're 100% correct that other decks are never gonna play it. But like when your deck is designed to go to turn 4, the game really has slowed down. I know Gogeta Xeno exists, but like if you look at the decks people are playing, we're playing 4 drops and 5 drops again. Like Sin Shenron plays multiple 4 drops, multiple 5 drops. Icarus like isn't playing 4 drops, but it's getting to turn 4. Like Icarus is going to turn 4 and 5, even though it doesn't really play them. You know, like as a King Piccolo and Goku, they're gonna want to go to turn 4 and 5. There's other decks to be revealed, right? And then Soul Striker is going to turn 6 because Soul Striker wins by neg 5ing its Unison. So it's going to turn 5, going to turn 6. So like we are playing slower decks in this format. Even in this current format, we're playing slower decks. And then Gogeta Xeno is our aggro deck, and it's gonna kill you. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but we'll take it. I know what you mean. Yeah. But like, I guess like for me, in conclusion, like I know the card does everything. I get it's great, but it's just like, am I gonna risk not having Pan in my deck to have that card in the deck? I think it fits the Goku deck perfectly, and I'll play the Goku deck. You know, like if they hit Icarus hard enough, and then they hit all the other decks I want to play hard enough, I'll definitely play Goku. Like, but at this moment, I don't see myself getting off Icarus. And like, if they do, and I do go and play Goku, then I have to ask myself like, do I want to risk not playing Kai? Because if you tell me right now, hey, with a gun on my head, you have to play Goku, I'm like, okay, I'm putting Kai in it.
You can't. You'll just never see it. Like
Because it gets milled, right?
you mill 4 cards a turn and you draw 2 cards a turn. So like statistically, you're gonna mill your secret rare and you'll never see it. Like you could play whatever other secret rare you want, you're just never gonna see it. The reason like Vegeta's a U7, so like you just grab it back.
We can fetch it back. Yeah, I'm excited.
There's U7 a symbol or some shit that adds it, but so like there's multiple ways to get it back to your hand from the drop. So you like in Goku specifically, you have to play Vegeta. There's no other real option. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
And if you do play Kai, of course you could play Kai if you want. Of course you could, right? But like you'll just never see it.
No,
and then
the
the games you do draw it, it's like, well, okay, you drew it, but like that's 1 game out of 10. Whereas 9 games out of 10, you'll just mill it.
Go ahead, Barbara. You want to say something?
So not only that, like I've been thinking, like once the ban list hits, like King Piccolo has been one of my favorite decks for a really long time, and if somebody top 8 without using Kai or Pan and they get away with a Radiant Saiyans card, I'm pretty sure Vegeta's going to put in work as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And knowing King Piccolo, you get to turn 4 or 5 almost every game. You're going to have Topo to rely on to kind of stall your stuff. I mean, if you know how to play Gogeta right, you can beat them. It's just a little tougher.
Yeah, it's tough.
I guess when it gets boiled down, like, I think Jessica's right. Like, you have to play that secret rare, but I think there's only 2 decks that can play them, right? So, like, we can accept, or I mean, King Piccolo, like you said. I like your reasoning. I agree with it. I think that's true. Like, so, like, there's 2 decks that can play it, and that's it. So I guess your opinion goes with like which deck are you playing?
But how many red decks are even good right now?
Exactly, like 2.
So like 1. King Piccolo is the only playable red deck. Jiren sucks. Starter Vegeta is not bad. I know Travis Washburn. I think he got 30. Travis Washburn's a great player, and that deck was cool. I did look it, but like, I just think like, was that the deck or was that Travis? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I understand.
Yeah,
because I think if he was playing Launch, you know what? I think Launch is really good. Like I don't know. I guess people. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I know the what Piccolo getting taken down. It took a big hit as well, but like I think it's a really good deck. But yeah, I think this is the type of meta where it's player based.
Launch. Eric is one of the best players. His name's Eric Soletto.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the best players in Canada, and he just absolutely scrubbed with Launch. And I mean, like, from what him and Frisco and Robbie, they're all like the really good launch players that I know. Obviously, there's more, but those are the 3 that I know.
Yeah,
they've just been telling me they're like, this shit cannot keep up. Like your Icarus is horrible. Gogeta cards are too big. And then Icarus just doesn't let you go to combo. So it's like, it's like the two of the those are huge gatekeeper decks in the format. Though we don't know moving forward what'll happen, but like Gogeta is just the new Dark Broly. It's the gatekeeper deck of the format. Like if your deck is losing to Gogeta. You better have like an insanely good matchup against yellow and blue, otherwise you just can't compete. Like,
yeah, I was looking at it from a point of view of somebody trying to play Vegeta. I don't see myself playing that SCR, so I guess I was a little butthurt. But I do see it being broken in Goku. So if you like it and you want to play Goku, which looks cool, I agree with you. Or King Piccolo, I guess. But
or Yamcha.
Yeah. Yamcha. I guess. Like y'all keep talking about Yamcha. I want to see it do shit because I know it's really good, but like I'm waiting for it.
Yamcha's like I really like that deck for local. It's tier 2, tier 3. It's not good, but it is like I just really like it. And then this secret rare is going to make the deck ever so slightly better.
Yeah, but
Yep. And then, I mean, there's all decks like Burnhan too. Where you can use the U7 package in it. Burn Gohan.
Which one's that? Oh, the set 7 one?
Yeah. Really forcing burn on people, then just play the U7 and kill them on turn 4.
I remember that deck. Yeah. I mean, again, Red, like, you know what? We haven't even seen that Daishinkan deck, the Grand Priest. Because he's going to get his own leader. What if that snapped? Like, I think Red needs to be, like, because I love Red. Red is my favorite color. Yeah. So, like, I need Red to be good so I can get off of Yellow. Because right now, Yellow is giving me every reason to want to play it. Yeah. So we're going to have to see that. So, all right. So, conclusion time. Closing thoughts, and tell me like a rating you'd give this. Or like, do you think it only goes on those 2 decks? I guess like on those 2 decks, whether it's King Piccolo Launch or just Goku.
No, I mean, it's just gonna be a card it could always be good later. I mean, from what I can tell, King Piccolo and UI Goku are the 2 decks that are gonna play it. I can't think like every other red deck is gonna play something else, which is very reasonable. It's not an aggro card. But like, I'm not an aggro player. I don't like playing aggro decks, so I don't want to play those other red decks. I want to play the control red deck, the mid-range red deck. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know what is funny? That you just said that, and you just I totally forgot. It's an 8-drop Vegeta's Lineage card.
Yeah.
So I might just buy it. But here's the thing. So far, Vegeta's Lineage has been so fucking sorry. It's been sorry. Like, it has been the worst. I think Yellow Namekians were the only worst, like, fucking archetype besides... Because the Lineage cards didn't make any sense. What's it called?
They were made as an afterthought. They put no, like, thought into them whatsoever. But who knows? We'll get support, and then that'll be the secret rare for that deck. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and it's not like a lost archetype. It's not like Hachak or Ghost Warriors. It's fucking Vegeta's Lineage. So like, it's not a bad investment. You know what's funny? I may just buy it just to future-proof me getting it. I want to secure the bag because when they make us, I mean, they have to. By the way, real talk. Why? I understand it being U7. I know why it's a Saiyan, but why would it be Vegeta's Lineage if not for?
It has to be deliberate because these Gokus aren't fucking Goku's lineages. You know what I mean? It's very deliberate. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about it too. It's very deliberate that this is a Vegeta's lineage.
Yeah, they want to swap into it. So, my opinion, I think it's broken in the decks that it would go in, right? Especially in the Goku deck. We have to see how good the Goku deck is. Yeah, but for what I look in a secret rare, you guys gotta understand. Like, I like cheaper. I think, and it's funny because I could be wrong, but like tapping 4 is a lot of investment. I like putting my chips in cheap energy. Like, I don't want to put all my chips on one big 4 energy. But again, good players, like, you know what's funny? People are like, oh, but you can lose to this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but good, like you said, if you see 2 yellow energy up, you're not going to play. You're not an idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just play Crown.
Exactly.
It's a red deck. We can play Crown. Like, I'm going to look at your hand one way or another, and I'll just see what the fuck is in your hand. If you can play around it, I'm not going to play it. I'll play the Goku, which also looks at your hand. You have options.
So good players get around.
Or I could tab 2 for the Vegeta, which is a like 20k critical. Like, there's always going to be options. There's always going to be options. And
that's where the game comes in. That's where you outplaying the other person comes in. Because when there's a card, because I'm sounding a lot like something I don't like, which is somebody that wants Gogeta 7 to come back. Which is a card with no like answers, right? So I am checking myself in this video, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do want to stay true to my opinion, which is like I don't like expensive shit. But this can't be a 2-drop. If this SCR was a 2-drop, it would be stupid and it should get banned.
Yeah.
But all right, Josh, what are your closing thoughts? What do you think about the card rating wise, and what are you thinking about it moving forward?
So I like the card. Rating, I'd probably give it, it's hard to say, 8 out of 10 probably for red. If you look at every other red SCR, we don't have anything really viable. Gohanks was cool, but like it was better to play Kai.
Yeah.
Vegeta actually does something. It's proactive. And I'm a big fan of red. Turn 4, turn 5, just play something that they have to do. I think that it's going to go in a lot of future red decks. I think it's going to be the chosen red SCR for a lot of mid-range red going forward. And if it does connect with, like you guys have been saying, the Vegeta's lineage, that's going to be really snapped if you can play for 3.
Yeah. By the way, like,
yeah,
exactly. I think I'm just gonna buy it, but the art looks amazing, so I'm just gonna buy it literally for that.
Art is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better art.
Art is 10 out of 10. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Good to go. I give it depends. Like on the Goku deck, 10 out of 10. Everywhere else, I'm like unplayable. Like I'm not playing this anywhere else.
Honestly, even in the Goku, I'll give it a 7 with potential to go up or down because like you said, I'm not gonna say I haven't touched the Goku deck at all. I'll be honest. I don't even think I've read all the cards that have been released for it because I mean it's fucking Christmas. Like I'm not focusing on Dragon Ball this week. With testing, if the Goku deck is good, it has potential to go up. On its own, I think it's a solid 7. If the Goku deck sucks, there's a strong chance we never see it in the meta. But just from what I've read, I think the Goku deck has potential to compete in the format. I really do. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10 with potential to go up and down.
Real quick opinion on the Goku deck. I think it's cool. Like it's a little bit better than fair. I was being a little facetious, but like
Yeah.
the cards, like the Vegeta's good. I'll pay 2 to draw a card, critical, make 2 things, ignore and barrier 15k, and it's critical. I don't know if I said that. And like I think the Frieza's a 1-drop 19k dual attack.
Dual attacker, yeah.
The 17 just draws one for free, burst one, so you don't lose the burst.
Yeah.
The
17's
what's it called?
1 mana double striker 15k.
People
that
are
kills
sleeping.
something.
Yeah, people for some reason don't like the SR17. I've heard this. I think the SR17 is the most impressive one they've released. It's
Well,
like a 1-drop 25. It's a 1-drop 15k double strike that when he swings, he searches for a super combo, like, or any U7 really. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that deck don't play.
I also am excited for the Goku deck. I think that like even the cards leading up to that deck, the good cards they did give to us. I mean, if you look at every red deck, they're all playing that Goku SR, and nobody thought that card was good when it came out. I want to just stress that.
Which one? The SR with him and Jiren and
Goku with Deflect.
okay.
That
Divine
card-
Presence.
And I was like, all right, I'm putting in King Piccolo right away. And people were like, oh, you're playing that card? Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think cards, people haven't seen what they do. We haven't seen the promos yet, and I'm almost convinced there's going to be another drop play card. And
Yeah.
if that happens, that will take the deck from like this spot that people are iffy and be like, wow, it's going to be kind of like the Jax.
You have to remember though that, I mean, you can play other cards from other sets. This isn't like the Red Broly from that set where you're contained to like a few cards. You can look at all the U7 cards I've made all time. People are probably gonna play that Goku you were just talking about, the SR, that like the dual attacker. Like that deck can like you're probably gonna play. I don't know.
And the one drop Gohan. Look at the top 5. Add a U7.
Yep.
You know you're playing that fucking card.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
You're gonna see different versions of the deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, so I give it again. Yeah, 10 out of 10. And in that deck, I think it does what it's meant to do. But in everything else, I don't know why Red has the most expensive secret rares when it's should be the cheapest color because it's trying to win.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's like every time we see a new red Secret Rare, black gets one for free, blue gets one for free, green gets a really good one for one, as we saw Wang Yi. And it's like red is just always so just downplayed because they're afraid to make it too strong. Because it's this, like I said, if this Vegeta was free, it would be super broken.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if it would have to have 4 energy, it would be stupid broken.
So if you're watching at home, what do you guys think? Go to the comments down below. Do you think it's great? Do you think it's bad? Are you guys playing the Goku deck? Are you guys playing King Piccolo? Do you guys have any ideas? Did we miss anything? Goodbye, Josh. Love you. We'll talk to you soon. Chesko, you better come back. Vegeta St. Army boy, of course.
Hit me up anytime, bro. We can talk about black next. Hopefully, I hope they reveal the black cards next week.
I'm saying.
I've been so excited for it.
Yeah.
What did we vote for? What's next? Don't we know what's next?
Oh, I have no clue.
Damn it!
Black.
I hope yellow's next. I want to see that new Vegeta Trunks card. Yeah, but alright. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye bye.